And this is for somebody that need to hear this as well. If you feel like God has not been seeing the things in which that you have been doing, like you probably like, man, God, don't you see me? Like, do you see what I'm doing right now? Do you see how I'm trying? Like, you probably one of them folk that been really putting in that work, gang. And I mean putting in that work. And I'm not just saying putting in that work as far as laboring up. No, I mean putting in that inner work. You've been grounding yourself. You've been changing your ways. You've been breaking old habits. You've been leaving old with the old and bringing new in with the new. You have transformed yourself into a completely different person. You see what I'm saying? And God sees that. Yo, welcome back to another episode of DBPOTD. So look, man, it's good to be here with y'all. Happy to talk to y'all. I'm a bit tired. Your boy done been up a full 24. We still grinding. We still going at it. Man, I hope y'all been doing good, man. I hope y'all been praying. Hope y'all been staying in tune with God. Hope you been, taking care of business. You feel me? I hope you ain't been lacking on that part. Hope you been taking care of business, bro. Today, man, I ain't gonna hold you long. I ain't gonna lie. I had a topic that I was gonna give y'all today. I ain't even gonna hold you. I had one planned, still got it written down right now. But I ain't gonna lie, God took me in a whole different direction with this thing right here. Hold on, man. I'm trying to find my lip oil, man, cause my lips a little dry. My lips a little dry, cuz. Yeah, I need to get right. Yeah, shouts out to my girl, you feel me? She used to make the lip oils. These are discontinued, sadly, you feel me? But these come in clutch, boy. If you ain't never had a lip oil, get you one, bro. Way better than CarMax, bro. Way better than all that other stuff that you be putting on your lips, the chapstick, all that, bro. All you need is a little, you feel me? And you get your lips right, you feel me? Just a little dab here, a little dab there. You'll be right. So I'm saying, you'll be right in a minute, you feel me? But look, listen, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all, and I'm about to put a little bit of this butter on, you feel me? Shouts out to my girl, she got the body butters as well. Y'all better go ahead, tap in, lock in with her, you feel me? Them body butters is selling out quick every time, so y'all might as well go ahead and get you one. Pretty and Poppin' LLC. Feel me? Stop playing with her, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out my lady. So look, let's get into it a little bit, right? Let's get into it a little bit. So, one thing that I'm gonna go ahead and get out the way right now, and I am gonna be taking my glasses off, doing a little, you feel me, getting right. Don't mind me, you feel me? I hope you don't take this personal, but hey, I'm in the middle of grinding, so I ain't got time to, you feel me, stop somewhere and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, man. I'm getting to it right now, you feel me? So, today, right, we got Sky Q, and look, they at like 58 cents and 71 when I screenshot it. Now I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't know where they at right now. Cause see, it's like past 10:30, you know what I'm saying? So man, they could be going up higher, they could be going down lower. I don't know, but what I do know is they gonna definitely keep rising, bro. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie too. I think there's one of them call outs that I made last year as well. I gotta check all my lists, to verify. I ain't gonna necessarily put that all up in here, but hey, if you know, for real, that's just how this go. So, Sky Q, as you see, we went through the 5 minute all the way up to the day. You can see that it's trending good. That trampoline looking real nice, looking real pretty. Feel me? I hope that you've been paying attention to the call outs that we've been giving, because dude, sis, they go crazy every year. Especially if you on my TikTok, yo, go tap in right now with the TikTok exclusives, bro. I'm so serious. Go tap in with the TikTok exclusives. You not tapping in with those, you don't even realize what you missing out on right now. You missing out on a lot. So look, I ain't gonna keep yabbing off about the TikTok exclusives, but what I am trying to get you to understand is, man, we bringing back these percentages yearly, daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly. Feel me? Whatever you want to name, bro. It's a percentage coming back. All you need is a company name. If you ain't been getting no company names from me, go ahead, hit my DM or hit the official Real Rack Market email right now. See what I'm saying? You can easily get in tune, man. $20 a company, $20 a pop, bro. It's light work. Light work. You ain't even paying nothing for real. You'll spend $20 on some food, spend $20 on a company name that can blow your account up right now. Not blow your account down, I mean blow your account up. Feel me? I'm trying to tell you. Y'all better go check the stats. Y'all better go look what we've been doing. I ain't lying to you. I ain't lying to you at all. And one thing that I just want to kind of note when it come down to these companies, right? I'm just gonna give y'all a little tip and trick real quick, just a little something slight. When you get in profit, bro, man, take your profits. Look, listen to me. I'm gonna give y'all some sauce that I actually be giving my students. So listen closely. If you're only investing to catch a price rise, meaning you're going based off the share price itself, you should be closing your investments once you hit goals, or at least taking some of them profits out and holding a certain bit of your position in there for future profits. But you should be definitely taking some profits out once you hit goals. Stop being greedy. The only reason you should ever be holding anything, and I'm telling you, this is sauce. Only reason you should ever be holding anything longer is if it pays you a dividend. If it's not paying you a dividend, gang, you wasting your time sitting there holding it, praying and whooping when you could have took that money and reinvested somewhere else that would have did just the same thing, or even double or triple that in another amount of time. And you could have just reinvested that paper instead of trying to make all your money in one spot. See, that's where a lot of investors go wrong. They teach you how to just make money in one spot. That's one thing that we don't do, man. I'm teaching you how to be versatile. I'm teaching you how to expand your portfolio, because that's the information that you really need. That's what you're gonna need going into this new quarter, into this new season, into this new year. I'm trying to tell you, all that putting your eggs in one basket, bro, you gonna mess around and spill your basket, and all your eggs gonna crack. Now, I ain't wishing that on you, but I'm saying, what if it happened? When you could have had 10, 20 different baskets full of eggs, and if one just so happened to tip over, at least you got 19 other ones. You gotta start thinking logically with this a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that you're not necessarily thinking logically, but just read between the lines on that, right? So anyway, I had, like I said, bro, I had a topic that I really had planned for y'all today, but I ain't gonna lie, I gotta switch it up, because God was dealing with me today. Oh, good looks. My baby girl done sent what I need. Yes, sir. Hold on. God really dealt with me this morning, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. While I was sitting there getting to it, I ain't gonna lie. Let me talk to y'all about it. Frustration can be a B word. You feel me? Because I about cuss, but y'all know what I just told y'all in the last video, so bear with me if I ever do cuss. You feel me? Don't hold it against me, man. I'm trying my best. However, God was dealing with me because frustration can be a B, bro. It can really knock you off course. And I'm gonna hold up real quick just so that I can make sure I give y'all this message. I need to stop being distracted. God has been telling me over and over, not even just dealing with me, but with with a lot of people that I've been talking to and people close to me as far as like situations goes. God has been telling me and showing me that things are perhaps not the way that the way we see it, but the way he's doing it is so divine that he's gonna keep showing you the gems along the way. So for somebody that's probably been like, yo, what's going on, man? I've been trying, bro. I've been putting in all the work. I've been putting in all the effort. But it's like something just ain't been given for you. And that can be in multiple areas of life, right? Listen to me when I'm telling you, God is divinely working. And one thing about him, he corrects you so good, bro. Like when I say God, and this is like a joke, God is a petty master, you feel me? But he's not petty though. Understand that he's actually doing it for a reason. But you can't outmaneuver God. You can't outwit God. You feel me? Like God is thinking 20 steps ahead, even if you thinking 10. Feel me? So while you sitting here worrying about this, God will mess around and put you in position for that. And whole time, he really be putting you in position for the things in which that you prayed for to start with. But the problem is, most of y'all just don't be realizing that. Feel me? Most of y'all be looking so far past it that you don't even see that he really doing exactly what you asked him to do in the first place. Feel me? And one thing that I also want to just, as I'm just going into what he was dealing with me with, he'll make sure, right? He will make sure that you understand exactly why he was doing you, how he was doing you. See what I'm saying? He will make sure that he shows you why he was doing you, how he was doing you. He gonna make sure that you understand it too. He not just gonna show you, he gonna make sure you understand. He gonna make sure you understand. He gonna make sure you overstand. God gonna put you right where you need to be. He also gonna put you in your place very well. God is great at that. Look, listen to me, y'all. A human may not be able to put you in your place, but God will always find a way to put you in your place, put you in your spot, put you in your position. See what I'm saying? And the reason why I said he was dealing with me about this is because, I'm just going to give y'all, just a little insight on in me a little bit, right? My frustration can rise. And I told y'all this before in the old DBPOTD. My anger, I can get mad fast sometimes, bro. And it's like, when I get triggered, especially like times like now when I'm like overgrinding and I'm sleepy at that, so that means I'm highly irritable and I be hungry sometimes, just keeping it a buck, that can make me highly irritable. It's easy for me to like low-key get set off if I'm not paying attention to what's really going on, if I'm losing sight of the bigger picture. And God has a perfect way of making sure that he shoves that frame right back in your face so that you can't lose it. You feel me? And for somebody like me, and maybe somebody even like you, maybe you've been frustrated lately, right? Because maybe you've been praying for certain things or hoping for certain things, and you feel like your situation ain't necessarily showing that quite yet. What I need you to understand is God is working in his time, and he's also favoring your time. God's favor is one of those things that you just can't find nothing that's equal to it, bro. You can't compare nothing to it. You see what I'm saying? Like, his grace in your situation has outshined your work ethics. It has outshined what you do. And what we all need to start to realize is God is outworking all of us. Feel me? Sometimes we get so caught up in the fact that we doing this and we doing that we don't even realize that, man, if we're working this hard, God is working harder. And this is for somebody that need to hear this as well. If you feel like God has not been seeing the things in which that you have been doing, like, you probably like, man, God, don't you see me? Like, do you see what I'm doing right now? Do you see how I'm trying? Like, you probably one of them folk that been really putting in that work, gang. And I mean putting in that work. And I'm not just saying putting in that work as far as laboring up. No, I mean putting in that inner work. You've been grounding yourself. You've been changing your ways. You've been breaking old habits. You've been leaving old with the old and bringing new in with the new. You have transformed yourself into a completely different person. You know what I'm saying? And God sees that. If man can see that, and that's what God showed me today, if man can see what you're doing and give you your flowers in a sense, even if it's not with words, if they can give you your flowers in action, what you have to understand is how much more does God see? Feel me? Sometimes I ain't gonna lie, and again, I'm speaking from a personal place in this moment. There's times where I be like, yo, God, don't you see what I'm doing? Like, don't you see how I'm trying? Like, I done gave up a lot of things that, like, from last year coming into this year, and not on like some New Year vibes to the point of where it's like, oh, this is my New Year's resolution. No, bro, I mean all last year, God has been making me drop things off left and right, up, down. You feel me? Like, he been making sure that I've been dropping things off, cutting people off, cutting situations off, cutting environments off, leaving old things where they supposed to be. He been making sure that I've been doing that. Feel me? And it's crazy because he's the one making sure that I do it, and then I have the audacity to sit there and be like, hey, God, don't you see me like trying though? Like, Like, so why whoop-de-whoop ain't whoop-de-whooping yet? You feel me? Man, you gotta stay patient, bro. I know it's hard. I know that that's probably one of them words that most people just can't stand hearing, like patient. What you mean be patient, bro? I'm already patient. Well, be more patient. You know what I'm saying? Create a space where you can just, settle into what's going on, and I know that's hard. That's man, y'all. I had my phone sitting all in the hot sun like it wasn't gonna overheat. Yeah, I told you I'm tired, bro. So I wasn't even thinking about it, to be honest with you. So I'm also not gonna lie, bro. I kind of lost my train of thought. Forgive me. However, I hope you was understanding what I was saying. That's the most that I can really say in this regard. I ain't gonna lie. I'm finna go ahead and end it off because I don't want nothing else wonky to happen. Even though I'm holding my phone, it done overcooled down too at this point. Threw it in front of the air and all that just so it could, chill, literally. However, I'm finna go ahead and hit this road again, and I'm gonna, keep it rolling, keep it pushing. However, make sure that you saying your prayers. Make sure you talking to God. Make sure you praying for your people. Look, for real, y'all. Right now, in the times that we live in, you cannot be not talking to God, bro. And like I was just saying, bro, the battlefield, and I know I wasn't really saying this, but I hope you was understanding it. The battlefield be within yourself, it be within your mind, bro. So you gotta conquer your mind, you gotta conquer your emotions, you gotta conquer your thoughts, you gotta conquer all the things that come against you in here, and that'll help you to start transforming on the outside. See, we oftentimes be thinking that we just gonna be able to transform instantly just because we did a couple things. And I know I'm not discrediting what you're doing because you probably done did a lot. You know what I'm saying? Especially speaking for myself in this moment. However, understand that God is still in control, bro. And because he's in control, give him some grace. You know what I'm saying? Give him some patience. That's part of the fruits of the spirit, y'all. You got to make sure that you also giving him some room to create for you. He ain't doing you dirty. Sometimes we get the feeling like he doing us dirty, but he ain't doing you dirty, bro. He actually is preparing a table before your enemies for you. Feel me? So while you think that other people might be getting ahead, and this is for somebody that be comparing themselves to people. I'm not really one of them people. However, this is for somebody that be comparing themselves to people. Stop comparing your journey to other people's journey, bro. You are where you need to be at in your divine time. Feel me? And this is for people that's like me. Stop getting frustrated with the process, bro. Feel me? Sis, stop getting frustrated with that. I know sometimes you be like, yo, I should be this, or I should be doing this, or I should be able to move like this, or why can't I woo. Feel me? I know. But man, be patient with God, man. Let God do what he doing, man. I promise you, he already done worked it out. He already done came up with a master plan. He already done made a way for you. Feel me? Like I said, this wasn't even supposed to be the topic for today, but God was dealing with me on this because sometimes we get frustrated. Feel me? And God is not one of those type people, feel me, where he gon' and read between the lines, bro. God is he is different. However, he's not one of them ones that's gonna sit here and be mad at you because you telling him how you feel, so long as, again, you doing it in a respectful manner. If you sitting there going crazy, cursing them and all that crazy stuff, bro, man, he ain't trying to hear all that. He gonna hear it, but he ain't trying to hear all that for real. Feel me? But if you coming to him and you just venting like you would vent to a friend, understand, you think God don't want you to vent to him? You think God don't want you to tell him what's going on with you? You think God don't want to know why you feel the way you feel? I promise he do. That's why he tell you to bring all your cares, all your worries to him. Feel me? You really, like, yeah, you have your certain people that you want to talk to about it, but start taking it to God first. Feel me? Let him work them emotions out, and I promise you he'll give you some insight and some wisdom into that. Feel me? I like what Job 28:28 said. It said, wisdom is the fear of the Lord, and departing from evil is understanding wisdom. See what I'm saying? It's deep. Go read that chapter. I paraphrased it and said it kind of in my own way, but go read that exact chapter, Job 28:28. That's a real verse for you that you could probably really rest in to understand that, yo, sometimes God just need to give you a lesson. You're not above the board. Take the lessons. He's teaching you stuff for a reason, and even when you feel like you done learned everything that you needed to learn for that season to go to the next season, sometimes God still need you to learn about 2-3 more lessons. Sometimes he still need to put you in them books just a little bit longer before you. But just be patient with him, man. Let him cook. Feel me? Let him cook up, man. He the master creator. He created all this, man. Everything that you see every day that you wake up, all this material stuff, all the spiritual stuff, everything that transcends above and transcends below. Well, descends below, I should say. Understand, God created all that. He perfect creation. You feel me? We are perfect in his eyes. You got to understand, God already know you. He know your heart. He know who you are. He know that he birthed you into a world of sin. Stop throwing it up in his face, though. Feel me? That's for somebody that be throwing it up in his face. Stop throwing it up in his face, bro. He know what he birthed you into. He know what he put you in. He don't need you to remind him. You see what I'm saying? He don't need you to remind him of that. Just do what he's telling you to do. Sometimes obedience is hard, but I promise you, on the other side of your obedience is all your blessings. All the things that you think that can't happen for you, it's gonna happen for you. Promise you. Sometimes we get caught up in doubt because the devil loves to feed you doubt, especially when you getting close and close and closer. He love to feed you that doubt. He love to try to knock you off your path. He love to try to get you discouraged. He love that. Feel me? He love it. But you got to be able to rise above that. And you got to be able to see God in every moment. God ain't sleeping on you. He ain't ignoring you. He's just trying to cook up. Feel me? He's trying to get you right. But you got to give him the space to get you right. If you rush him too much, what if he go ahead and give it to you while you rush him? Feel me? And then turns out you really wasn't. You still needed them 3-4 lessons. And then you got to find out later versus he could have just went on ahead and gave you the lessons already. You see what I'm saying? We got to be able to submit better. Got to be able to submit better, especially to our teacher. We are a student of the game. We are not teachers of his game. And it's not a game at that. Feel me? It's a purpose. It's a plan. See what I'm saying? However, again, make sure you talking to your loved ones. Make sure you praying for your loved ones. Make sure you praying for the world. Make sure you praying for people outside of just your family. Make sure you praying for your enemies. I know that's hard to do, but make sure you praying for your enemies, y'all. Your enemies need prayer too, for they do not know what they do. We wrestle against flesh and blood, y'all. Well, we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. We wrestle against spiritual principalities in high places. My bad. Tired. I told you. Spare me. Don't shoot the messenger. You feel me? Don't shoot the messenger. Just chill on me. You feel me? Look, we out, man. Before I mess around and mess up a verse that I ain't supposed to mess up. I already had to correct myself just this one time. I don't need to do it twice. That's what happened when you tired, though. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Keep grinding, though. Don't let your sleep get in the way of nothing. Don't let your worries and your fears get in the way of nothing. Don't let your anxiety get in the way of nothing. Don't let your feelings get in the way of nothing. Keep grinding, keep pushing forward, keep going towards that mark, and keep living in purpose. See what I'm saying? We out.